So, welcome to the Voices of Wellness edition, season 1, episode 4. And today I have a beautiful, beautiful guest that I am so excited to introduce to you. He hails all the way from Zimbabwe, again, my beloved home country. His name is Tinashe Westly Chisvo, and he is currently based in Harare, Zimbabwe. Now, his story is truly remarkable, and that's why we have him on the show today. Because today, as in many parts of Africa, the spine wellness industry only has a handful of male therapists, largely due to the awareness of this being very much a female oriented occupation. And the reason we have Tinashe on is because he is changing that very narrative by being one of the very few male therapists in Zimbabwe alone. So please welcome Tinashe and thank you for being with me today.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for inviting me to share my experiences with you and the rest of the world and sharing my passion for wellness and beauty in Africa as well.
Beautiful. Tinashe, I believe you would be the best person to introduce yourself. So please tell us a little bit about who Tinashe Chisvo is and how you began on this journey.
All right. Well, telling people who I am or telling people about myself is pretty much a big thing to try and do. So I will try not to brag along the way as I describe myself. I'm Tinashe and was born and raised in Zimbabwe. And I've been a person who's been wanting to help, assist, and care for people ever since my childhood. And it is something that has led me to study in the beauty and wellness industry. I've started from health perspectives, then it led me to being a certified massage therapist. I once was a nurse assistant and I've worked with medical facilities before in the past years. And now I let that go and I've joined the beauty industry more on the side of wellness. I am a massage therapist. I studied with iTech UK branch and I did that through the Elite School of Beauty here in Zimbabwe, one of the top-notch beauty schools that I highly brag about whenever I talk about
Wonderful, wonderful. Tinashe, you obviously have a nurturing soul, and coming from a nursing background and then now into wellness. Now, if you could just tell us what made you make that transition from more of a nurturing perspective in the medical over to the more warmer, nurturing aspect of wellness.
Well, when I was working in medical facilities, I used to work hand in hand with doctors, registered nurses, and physiotherapists. So having that whole insight of the medical practitioners, I learned more that I loved working with the physiotherapists more than working with medical doctors directly. So while working with the physiotherapist, I fell in love with the need to assist people in mobility, to assist people in movement, to assist people in pretty much just the physical well-being of our patients. So with that, the physiotherapist gave me options to study with, to work towards. And then from there, that's when I figured out, well, maybe I should try and put myself in the massage industry. And because when I was studying my nursing certificate as well, we had some little aspects of massage therapy that we learned. So that was like a foundation to bringing up what I've become right now. So that's pretty much what nurtured me into becoming a massage therapist. And I am still heading my way towards studying sports therapy as well as physiotherapy.
Wow, that's wonderful. Thank you for that, Tinashe. Now, I recently saw a photograph of you at the elite School of Beauty, and you were the only male standing out in a class of beautiful, energetic female therapists in training. Now, when I did my training at the same institute many years ago, we did not have any male therapists, and I haven't seen any. Well, I haven't seen any at all. I think you're the first one. And I wanted to know from you firsthand, you being a male therapist, what's it like being on the other side? Now, even though you're all therapists, but you are the singled out male therapist, how does it feel? So if there's any other potential male that's listening to this right now and is a little bit hesitant, not sure what to expect, I think your story is so inspirational. So hearing this perspective might, also help them navigate on what to expect. So tell us what it's like a day of the life of a male therapist in a female sort of world.
Okay, it's pretty much interesting. I take it more as imagine yourself, you are the rich person or you're the wealthy person in a room full of other wealthy people, but you are more of the Elon Musk in the room. You feel more important. You feel like everyone is looking up to you because they're saying, wow, he did that. How did he do that? So that's the same thing with me being in the beauty industry. I know there are a few guys who are in the industry. We are a handful, like you say, but it's so interesting and invigorating knowing that we are trying to penetrate and dominate into the female industry, and we're not letting any obstacles hinder us from moving forward. Yes, there is stigma that is talked out about men in the beauty industry. Men are said to have changed their genders when they join into the female-based industry, especially when you're talking about beauty and wellness. There is the LGBTQ that is talked about when men are in the industry, but it all is focused in the mind, in your own mind. How do you view yourself when you're around people? Take it for instance, remove yourself from the beauty industry, put yourself in another scenario, put yourself in a medical facility where it's also dominated by female nurses. There are also few male nurses found in pretty much in the world. But then us knowing that in your head you are not working because of gender, but you're working because of passion. Passion is what is driving you to do something. Our industry, be it medical, health, fitness, wellness, you do not need to be someone who is joining just for the money. You need to be someone who has the heart, who has the soul, and who has the passion to be driven to focus more on what you want to work on in the industry. So that is pretty much what my day-to-day life is like. Then when it comes to doing my treatments, there is a challenge where you face people who still prefer to be treated by females, but we give them an upper hand to know what it feels like to also be treated by a male therapist in the industry. Sometimes we go forward with doing discounts, doing some funny discounts that people are intrigued to want to try out so that they can try out services done by male therapists instead of female therapists, or either way to do it both, have a male and female therapist to do the same kind of treatment so that you have a love for the diversity that is being done by us male therapists in the industry.
Wow. I really love your take on it. And I literally have goose pimples when you spoke about, having the different take on the mindset and your whole approach to the stigma associated with being in the industry. So I really commend you for that, Tinashe. You and the handful of male therapists who are forging on and showing people, not just just by showing them from a practical perspective that, hey, this It's not about, you know, looking at it from, you know, a linear perspective. This is, we're also therapists, and it doesn't matter whether you're male or female. What you have to offer, it can't be labeled and it can't be put in a box. So that's really remarkable, and I am so proud, so proud, and thank you for shining that light. Yeah,
You're
so
welcome.
so I'd like you to tell us about your mobile spa. And I see you've got the T-shirt with your logo on. I love the colors. I love your logo. If you could tell us about your enterprise. I know this is, again, I know I've said this word so many times, is remarkable because it is the first male mobile spa in Zimbabwe. And I have not come across a male mobile spa in Africa, let alone, I'm sure there might be um, somewhere, but I think you're a pioneer in this enterprise. So could you tell us about your mobile spa, Tinashe?
All right. So our spa is called the Home Spa. I'm a co-founder of the Home Spa along with another partner who is also a male nail tech, and we both run the Home Spa hand in hand. We do also have female therapists that we have under the brand. We have subcontracting our therapies. We are diversifying ourselves, introducing more treatments into our brand through other therapists that have been working out there in the field. So we are generally pushing not to become just one company that is focusing on holding onto a market on its own, but to sharing the entire market that we have with other therapists, helping them enable to put out their talents out there. For facial therapists, we got beautiful waxing therapists that do their treatments so well that you wouldn't know that it is a waxing treatment. We are doing that now to to boost our African approach in terms of businesses, how we approach business. So like you have noticed already, we are or currently I haven't seen much, but you're currently the only male-run spa business here in Harare, Zimbabwe. And it's been a challenge for us because a lot of people have been thinking that it's a female-run business because of the way we run the business. We haven't changed much in how we view the wellness industry. So it's been a challenge now because people prefer female therapists way more than male therapists, not because they do not trust us, but because they had no idea that male therapists are in this industry. It's said to be a female industry. So with the home spa, we specialize much on going to clients' homes. That's where we derived the word the home. We want the client to feel at home, to feel at ease, rather to escape that whole charade of driving after a beautiful massage, driving after a fantastic pedicure. Client just enjoys that in their home. That driving of leaving their home is now tasked with us. We take the burden of them driving and we do that for them. So that's pretty much what the home spa is and what we are offering clients. We have all treatments, be it massages, be it facials, waxing, makeup. We are doing everything. We just do not have any electrical treatments as of yet, but we are working towards adding more treatments to our catalog as well.
It's beautiful. Um, it's and you everything you're doing with the mobile spa speaks volumes again on something we touched on earlier, that therapy is not something you put in a box. The person who is there, whether he is a male therapist, she a female therapist, it's got nothing to do with the gender other than the person who is ready to serve you, to nurture you, and just be there for you, you know, and hold you, cradle you in the essence of health and wellness. So that's beautiful that you're shedding light onto that, and you're giving people the awareness. that, hey, we're male therapists, we're here, and this is what we have to offer. We may not be female therapists, but that's got nothing to do with it. So a job well done on that. I know it's not easy. It has come with its obvious challenges, but I think the more people get exposed to the services you offer and the more they know that you and your team are there, then slowly people will change their perception, especially when they lay on a table and they have your magic hands, you know, heal them back and melt their muscle tension away and more, much more. So I wanted to know, what you as a male therapist, what is your favorite um, treatment or therapy to offer? I'm sure you enjoy all the ones that you offer, but what would you say is Tinashe's signature service?
Oh, my signature service is definitely the deep tissue massage. I really enjoy giving out deep tissue massages, especially leg massages. Um, Leg massages and back massages, those are my number one treatments that I love offering.
Beautiful, wonderful, Tinashe. I definitely know that when I come to Zimbabwe next, I have to book in a massage. And if you are in Zimbabwe right now, if you have not had a massage from Tinashe, you are missing out. You are missing out. You have to book in with him when you get the chance. I know it is probably still semi-lockdown. I'm not sure, but you're still operating right now, correct?
Yes, we are operating during the
Okay,
lockdown.
okay,
People actually have a platform then to enjoy their treatments while they are at ease in their homes.
okay. Oh, wonderful, Tinashe. Tinashe, where do you see yourself with the home spa? Where do you see yourselves growing? And I know, but before I get to that, how many male therapists are you working with apart from yourself?
Currently, I'm working with another male therapist who is the co-founder as well. And we are due to contract another male therapist into the brand who is bringing in more treatments, holistic treatments as well.
Okay, oh, beautiful. Well, at some point, it would be lovely to get onto a conversation with the three of you, the three musketeers of male therapist pioneering. Oh, I love that. I love that. So, Tinashe, I'm going to go back to a question I asked you just now. Where do you see yourselves going further with the home spa? Do you see yourselves expanding within Zimbabwe or taking it, regionally? Do you see yourself traveling as an independent practitioner at some point, or are you just going to focus on the home spa for now?
Well, I'd like to take it, let's say, in the next 5 to 10 years. In terms of the brand, we are looking to get the brand to be known regionally, not just in Zimbabwe, but in the sub-Saharan continent. We want to get to a point that we are booked by clients in South Africa. We are booked by clients in Namibia to fly out there and give them treatments which are Zimbabwean grassroots. And when it comes to me personally, I'm working towards myself traveling the world. I would like to work hand in hand with other practitioners. I want to work with um, chiropractors. I want to work with Pilates masters. I want to know more about the ethnics around the world of beauty, of wellness, much of wellness side. I want to travel both Asia, North America, South America, to just have a feel of how it feels to work with different oils, how to work with, how when you have that whole passion, you have that fire that is burning in you, that you want to know more of how people view the industry from their own perspective in their own nations. So that's also what I wanted to do. And I have always been someone who wants to travel, and traveling is still on my map. I know the pandemic has slowed down a lot of things, but we are all hoping for the best towards the end of the year and the coming years, that we are able to resume our traveling, we're able to resume all that we have left behind, and um, go forward towards our dreams.
Wonderful. I honestly really love your energy, and I think you're the right person for this role. And I think as an industry, we're very lucky and blessed to have Tinashe Chisho and his fellow colleagues within, as well as a part of the wellness family. It's huge, but it's small at the same time, where most people at some point cross paths more than once, and it's a very rewarding career globally. Now, whilst we may come from Zimbabwe, Africa, it is such a beautiful melting pot when we're able to, collaborate and learn and pick up tricks and, you know, um, wellness from different backgrounds, pick up the art of how it's done in different parts of the world. So it's beautiful, and it does shape your career to quite a large extent. So I wish you all the best. And I wanted to ask you, do you think that the more men, do you think there would be an increase in male therapists once they saw, your journey personally and got to see how diverse and rewarding this career is? Do you think we would possibly see more male therapists come up in the industry, Tinashe?
Yes, I think I would like to keep my hopes up high, because I would also want to have more male therapists to work with. It's exciting when you go to a treatment and you are the two guys in the room. You've there are ladies in the room. They're cheering up. They're excited. It's their first time having male therapists working on them with the nails, pedicures, the massages. Now, if we could be four more guys who could go to a certain place, to a certain client with their feminine friends, they would have that whole excitement now expanded more, because now there are more male therapists who are going to provide them with their services. And if more guys could come in and join, or come in just hear out or see how we do our things, they would fall um, pretty much like or fall in love with the trade as well. Because I honestly, this trade brings in great results. You meet a lot of people from different backgrounds, the rich, the wealthy. You meet them, people who have their mindsets which are open. They open up your mindset as well. It's, our brand, we haven't grown just because we had an idea. We have grown because we've had clients who've been giving us feedback in terms of how we've been operating our business. Who've been giving us feedback on ways to advance ourselves in the industry. They have been giving us ideas on how to be successful in the industry. When you meet people who are willing to give you advice, free advice like that, consultant advice like that, then you know you're destined to do greatness. So with other guys out there who are out there, I actually ask you to look into it. There is massage therapy, there's physiotherapy, there are a lot of therapies that you can look into, that you pretty much fall in love with, that will help you focus more and put yourself on the path to wellness. Well, I personally am also pushing myself to go more deeper now into the beauty industry as well. Working towards starting makeup and facial treatments, so that I expand my role in this industry, not just being wellness, but as well as beauty.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you for sharing that take on. And when you mentioned being receptive to advice that people give you, you know, it's free advice, and it can really take you a level up. So you've just got to have an ear of you know, a true listening ear, be receptive and take in all that knowledge, because it's not every day that you can be handed, you know, great feedback on a platter. So it's being able to notice when and observe when you've been given really great advice and take it, because it's only there to help you and take you further. And you've obviously taken it into account, and this is where it's gotten you so far. So well done, Tinashe.
Thank
um,
you.
Last but not least, if there was a young man listening right now, or a family member of a young man who may be interested in taking up the spa and wellness industry as a career, but may be slightly hesitant or resistant because of judgment within the community or the society, what would be your advice to him listening right now, or to a family member listening on potentially his behalf?
Well, there is that saying that whatever you do it not because you want to please anyone, but because you want to do it because it's in your heart to do it. There is a Shona saying that we have, says, trying to pick it up. It's skipped my mind, but it pretty much says that when you do what you do it for the love of you doing it and not to please anyone. People will talk, people will say stuff, people will judge you, people will put you in a state of resentment, people will put you in a state of fatigue that you would think that, oh, well, let me not do that. Let me rather be a lawyer. Let me rather be a police officer. But let it be your mind and your heart to push you to do what you want to do. Our industry is enjoyable when you do it because you love it. I've been recently told a client was asking about massage therapy. Like, so how do you guys enjoy your treatments? Do you guys enjoy when you work on us? Oh, I told them that there is people in Africa may not want to believe that there are chakras, there are energies, there are auras that circulate around us, around our bodies, that are within our souls. When we do our massages, when I personally do a massage, 10 minutes down the treatment, when the client is referring back good energy to me, I enjoy the massage. I enjoy it that it feels like I've been doing the massage for already an hour, but I'm still down 10 minutes and I'm still enjoying it and I still want to go further. So it goes along with career choices as well. Choose a career that you know is best suited for you, not because your parents want you to be a massage therapist because it's giving out money. I know a lot of people who joined wellness and beauty because they knew that cruise ships were paying more. But I know people who joined cruise ships because cruise ships is where they could expand more on their dreams, where they could expand more on their passions. So rather choose our beauty and wellness industry and make it yours because of your mindset and not because of the money.
Wow. Spoken like a true wellness master. You are truly inspirational and a breath of fresh air within the wellness industry in Zimbabwe. I think you and Grace, as well as many others who I've not yet had the pleasure of meeting, are definitely the future of the spa and wellness industry, not just in Zimbabwe, but in Africa as a whole, and in turn, a part of the global wellness family. So it is an absolute pleasure to know you, to cross paths with you, Tinashe. I know you're going to do very well, and I'll be watching, cheering from the sidelines. And thank you for everything that you're doing. And thank you, most importantly, for bringing this awareness and shedding light and leading the way for male therapists, as well as for changing the perspectives of those receiving from a male therapist. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Michelle. And I would like to thank you as well for launching up this project. It's something that I really appreciate. On behalf of other Africans out here, we are putting on our continent on the map, back on the map. We are putting Zimbabwe back on the map of glory. Few people know Zimbabwe, and few people know Zimbabwe as it is. They think of different approach when it comes to Zimbabwe as well. So thank you so much for launching this project as well.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Well, we are only stronger together, Tinashe. So it's a unison of wellness voices. So thank you for being a part of it. Um, Audience, thank you for tuning in. I'm going to put Tinashe's Instagram handle at the bottom of this video, as well as his email address and the link to his LinkedIn profile. Should you wish to connect with him, collaborate with him, he is definitely a gem that is waiting to be uncovered. He is so inspirational, and there is only more that we can expect from Tinashe and his team. So once again, thank you, Tinashe. Was there anything else you wanted to add before we said goodbye for now?
Oh, to everyone who was listening out there, I hope my words were calming and were calling as well. And we hope to see more of you guys in the industry, both male and female. It's not just a one-sided industry. We are calling everyone who's got the love, the passion, and who has the skill to join in the industry. If anyone needs to talk to me as well, I'm free. You can just follow up on those links and we can connect and see it from there.
Beautiful. Thank you once again, Tinashe. And audience, thank you, and we'll see you next time.